Welcome to Curious Minds English.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube English listening podcast.
Hi, guys. Good to see you again. Thanks for spending time with us today.
If you are new here, this channel is a slow and easy English podcast. We talk about science, nature, the human body, history, and everyday life.
And we try to use clear and simple English so you can relax and practice listening at the same time.
So if you want more easy English listening, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell.
And leave a comment too. Tell us where you are from and what topics you want in the future. It really helps us.
All right, let's start today's episode.
So, what are we talking about today?
Today we talk about how your brain can change, even when you are an adult.
Oh, that sounds interesting already. Many people think, I'm old, I can't change.
Yes, but that idea is not true. Your brain can change all your life. It can make new connections and new habits.
So my brain is not fixed like a rock. It can still move and grow.
Exactly. The special word for this is neural plasticity or brain plasticity.
Neural plasticity. That sounds a bit hard. Can you explain it in a simple way?
Sure, let's break it into two parts. Neural means about the brain and nervous system. So it is about your brain cells. Plasticity is the important part.
I know the word plastic, like a plastic bottle. Is it the same idea?
Not exactly. Let me use an example. Imagine a rubber band. You pull the rubber band and then you let it go.
The rubber band goes back to the old shape.
Right. That is called elastic. It means it goes back to the first shape. Now think about a ball of clay. When you press the clay, it does not go back.
It keeps the new shape. If I make a little star, it stays a star.
Yes, that is plastic. It means it does not easily go back to the old shape. It can stay in a new form.
Okay, so plasticity means can change shape and stay that way.
Exactly. So, brain plasticity means your brain can change from experience and it can keep that new form.
So if I study English, my brain can change and stay more English ready.
That's right. Your brain is like clay. Your daily actions push and shape the clay. The shape is your skills, your habits, your way of thinking.
I like that picture. My brain as a ball of clay.
Now, there is another important point. Your brain is not the same at every age.
Ah, I heard something like children learn faster than adults. Is that true?
In many ways, yes. When we are children, the brain is very soft clay. It can change very easily. It has many, many weak connections.
Like lots of little lines between brain cells, but they are not strong yet.
Exactly. A baby cannot talk, cannot walk, but the brain is ready to learn. The connections are not very precise. They are waiting for experience.
So, with experience, some connections get stronger.
Yes, for example, when a child hears language every day, the language lines in the brain get stronger. When the child learns to walk, the walking lines get stronger. When the child learns to swim, the swimming lines get stronger.
And what about things the child does not use?
Many of those connections are removed. The brain cuts them. This is actually good. It makes the brain more efficient. It is like cleaning a garden.
So, childhood is like a big cleaning and building time for the brain?
Exactly. We call this developmental plasticity. It is very strong from birth to about 25 years old.
25? That is later than I thought.
Yes, until around 25, your brain can change a lot from simple passive experience. Just living, listening, watching, and playing can shape it,
So kids do not need very hard effort to learn many things. They just learn from life.
right? But after about 25, things change. The brain is still plastic, but it is not soft clay anymore. It is more like clay that is a little dry.
So it is harder to change the shape.
Yes, the brain will not change much from passive experience alone. You need special processes to change it.
Many people who learn English are over 25. So this is very important for them.
Exactly. Today we will talk about how to change the adult brain, how to use brain plasticity to learn English or any skill.
Great. I also want to know because I sometimes feel my brain is full.
We can think of 4 keys or 4 steps.
4 keys to change the brain. Sounds like a good plan.
The 4 keys are: 1. Have a clear goal. 2. Increase epinephrine, a stress and alertness chemical. 3. Increase acetylcholine, a focus chemical. 4. Use sleep and short breaks in a smart way.
Okay. The words epinephrine and acetylcholine are new for me, but we can talk about them later. Let's start with the first key.
Sure. Key number 1 is a clear goal. Many people say, I want to be good at English, but they do not know what that really means.
Right. Good at English is very vague.
The brain likes clear pictures. It changes more when the goal is very clear and a bit emotional.
Emotional? You mean I need to feel something about the goal?
Yes. For example, do you want to talk with foreign coworkers? Do you want to travel alone? Do you want to watch movies without subtitles? These are clear goals.
So instead of I want English, I can say, I want to give a simple presentation in English at work. Or, I want to talk with my friend in Canada for 30 minutes.
Exactly. Then you imagine that situation very strongly. You can close your eyes and see it in your mind. You can feel it in your body.
Maybe I feel a little nervous, but also excited.
Yes, that emotion is important. It helps your brain release special chemicals. It marks this goal as important.
So this is not just positive thinking, it is real brain science.
That's right. When you clearly recognize your goal, your brain starts to prepare to change. It is like turning on a big red record button inside your head.
I like that image. A red record button for learning.
You can even write your goal on paper and put it on the wall. For example, I will have a 10-minute English conversation every week. Or, I will understand one easy English podcast without subtitles.
So, step 1, clear emotional goal, and maybe see it every day.
Perfect. Now we move to key number 2 and 3, special brain chemicals.
Okay, now the scary long words.
Don't worry, we will keep it simple. First, there's a chemical called epinephrine. It is almost the same as adrenaline.
Oh, adrenaline, I know that one. We feel it when we are excited or stressed.
Exactly. When you are alert, when your heart beats a little faster, when you are ready to act, that is epinephrine. It wakes up your brain.
So, epinephrine is like an alarm. It says, hey, pay attention.
Right. The second chemical is acetylcholine. This one is like a spotlight.
A spotlight?
Imagine you're in a cafe with a friend. There's music, people talk, and coffee machines making noise. But you still listen mainly to your friend's voice.
Yes. All the other sounds become kind of background noise.
That special focus on one thing is from acetylcholine. It makes one small part of your experience very clear and strong.
So epinephrine wakes up the whole brain, and acetylcholine shines a light on one target.
Exactly. For strong brain plasticity, we need both. We need to be awake and a little stressed, and we need to focus on one thing, like English sentences.
But how can we get these chemicals in a healthy way?
Good question. Let's start with epinephrine. The most basic tool is good sleep. When you sleep well, your natural alertness is stronger in the day.
So the first brain hack is not coffee. It is sleep.
Yes, sleep is number one, but coffee can also increase epinephrine a little, and that can help you be more awake during a study session.
Many listeners will be happy to hear that.
Some people also like cold showers in the morning. Cold water on the body can increase epinephrine and wake you up a lot.
That sounds tough. But I know some people love cold showers.
It is optional. You do not have to do it. The main message is if your body is sleepy and tired, it is hard to change the brain. You need some level of alertness.
So good sleep and maybe a bit of coffee are enough for most people.
Yes. Now for acetylcholine, the focus chemical. Some people use nicotine, like in cigarettes or special gum, but that is not a healthy choice for most people.
Yeah, smoking is not a good habit. Let's not go that way.
The good news is we can increase focus in a natural way by practicing focus itself.
Training my focus like training a muscle.
Exactly. Here is a simple exercise. Sit in the place where you usually study. Put your phone away. Look at your book or your computer at a normal distance.
Okay, I'm sitting at a desk, looking at my laptop.
Now choose one small point to look at. Maybe a letter on the screen or a little mark near the camera.
I pick a tiny dot on the screen.
Look only at that point for about 60 seconds. Try not to move your eyes. Try not to think about many other things. Just keep bringing your focus back to that point.
Only 1 minute?
Yes, just 1 minute. Once a day is already helpful. During that time, your brain releases acetylcholine and epinephrine together.
So I am building the focus system in my brain.
Exactly. After this 1 minute, you can start your English study. Your brain is now more ready to focus.
That sounds simple enough. I can do that in a cafe before I start reading.
You can also use a similar trick for listening. If you want to focus on sound, you can close your eyes while listening.
Because then I am not looking at many things. My attention goes more to the sound.
Right. People who are blind often have very strong listening focus. They can put all their attention into sound.
For English learning, maybe first I watch a video with pictures and subtitles. Later, I listen again with my eyes closed.
That's a great method. The first time you use visual help. The second or third time, you test your listening only.
I like that. It also feels less boring when I repeat content.
Another important point. When you really focus, you often feel a bit uncomfortable.
Yes. Sometimes when I study, I feel a little stressed and heavy in my head. I think, maybe I am doing this wrong.
Actually, that feeling can be a good sign. It often means your brain has high epinephrine and is working hard. You are pushing your limits.
So a small, this is hard feeling is normal and maybe even good.
Exactly. Of course, it should not be panic or pain, but a small level of stress means your brain is in a plastic state.
That makes me feel better. I thought it meant I was bad at learning.
Not at all. It usually means you're at the edge of your ability, and that is where change happens.
Okay, so we talked about goals and we talked about alertness and focus. What about time? How long should I focus?
Great question. Humans have a natural body rhythm of about 90 minutes. We can often focus quite well for up to 60 to 90 minutes.
So, one study block can be around 90 minutes?
Yes, for a deep focus session, 60 to 90 minutes is good, not 3 or 4 hours with no break.
That sounds like good news. 90 minutes feels possible.
During that time, you try to keep your attention on the task, listening, reading, or speaking. When your mind jumps away, you gently bring it back.
And after that block?
After that, we use key number 4, rest and short, quiet breaks. This is very important.
Many people forget this part.
Let's also talk about sleep here, because sleep is where the magic happens.
What do you mean? I thought learning happens when I am studying.
We feel like that, but actually, the big brain changes happen later, when you rest and sleep. It is similar to muscle training.
Oh, like when you go to the gym. Your muscles do not grow while you lift the weights. They grow later, when you rest.
Exactly. The exercise is the signal. The growth happens during rest. In the same way, focused study sends a signal to your brain. But the new connections become strong mainly when you sleep.
So sleep is like the save button for my brain.
That's a nice way to say it. During sleep, the brain replays some patterns from the day and strengthens the important ones.
And maybe it removes some unimportant ones.
Yes. So, if you want brain plasticity, you must protect your sleep. Try to sleep enough hours and at regular times.
That is hard for many people, but very important.
Now, back to the short breaks. After a 60 to 90-minute focus session, it is good to take a 10 to 20-minute break.
What should I do in that break?
Here's the key. The break should be low stimulation. That means not too much strong input for your brain.
So, no games on my phone?
Right. Try to avoid gaming, fast social media scrolling, very loud music, or heavy news. Those things give your brain many new signals.
What can I do then?
You can take a short walk, look out of a window, stretch your body, drink water or tea, or just sit and let your mind wander. You can also go to the toilet, of course.
So, it is like giving my brain space to breathe.
Exactly. In that quiet time, your brain can start to organize what you just learned. Then, when you go back to study, you're ready for a new block.
I like this idea. It feels kinder to myself, too. Not work, 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 but work, then rest, then work.
Yes. And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to use all tools every day.
That is important. Many learners try to do everything and stop after 3 days.
Right? It is better to start small. Maybe today you just write your clear English goal. Tomorrow you try the 1-minute focus exercise. Next week, you add better sleep habits.
So slow, steady change is okay. The brain will still respond.
Exactly. The brain is plastic for life. It may be slower after 25, but it never stops.
Let me try to recap the main points from today. So, today we learned about brain plasticity, or neural plasticity.
Yes, go ahead.
First, our brain is not fixed. It can change its connections. As children, our brain is like very soft clay. We can learn many things easily from daily life.
Right. Kids get stronger connections for things they use, like language and walking, and they lose connections they do not use.
After about 25, the brain is still plastic, but it needs special conditions. We talked about 4 keys.
Yes. What was key number one?
Number 1 is a clear and emotional goal. For example, I want to talk with my friend in English for 10 minutes, or I want to travel and use English at the airport.
Perfect.
Number 2 is epinephrine, the alertness chemical. We can support that with good sleep, maybe some coffee, or even a cold shower if we like.
Right. We need some level of wakefulness and energy.
Number 3 is acetylcholine, the focus chemical. We can train it with a 1-minute focus exercise, looking at one point before study, or by closing our eyes to focus on sound.
Exactly. That builds our ability to pay attention.
Number 4 is smart rest. We study with focus for 60 to 90 minutes, then we take a 10 to 20-minute quiet break. And we remember that real brain change happens during sleep.
Very nice summary.
So, for English learners, this means make a clear goal, prepare your body, practice focus, protect your sleep, and use gentle breaks.
Yes. And do these things step by step, not all at once.
Before we finish, can we talk a little about some words from today? Maybe they are new for many listeners.
Good idea. Let's choose a few.
First, neural plasticity. What is an easy way to remember it?
You can think neural equals about the brain. Plasticity equals can change shape and keep the new shape. So neuroplasticity is the brain's power to change its shape from experience.
So, a simple sentence: neural plasticity helps us learn new skills.
Great. Next word, attention.
Attention is when your mind looks at one thing and not many things. For example, please pay attention to this sentence.
Yes. Another important word is focus.
Is focus the same as attention?
They're very close. Focus is like strong attention on one small thing. For example, I focus on the speaker's voice, or I focus on the word stress in this sentence.
So, attention is general and focus is very specific and strong.
Right. Another word is chemical. In this episode, we talked about brain chemicals.
A chemical is a type of substance. Our brain and body use many chemicals, like hormones and neurotransmitters, to send signals.
Yes, and one more useful word is habit.
A habit is something you do again and again, often at the same time or situation. For example, I have a habit of drinking coffee in the morning. Or, I want to make a habit of studying English every day.
Perfect. If you understand these words, you can understand many science and self-development talks in English.
And of course, you can replay this episode to review the vocabulary.
So, how do you feel about today's topic, Jessica?
I feel hopeful. Sometimes I think I am too old to learn fast, but now I know my brain can still change. I just need to use these 4 keys.
I feel the same. It is nice to know our brain is not stuck. It can grow like a muscle if we train it and rest it.
To everyone listening, maybe choose just one small action from today. For example, write your English goal or try the 1 minute focus exercise.
Yes, start small, but start today. Your brain will thank you in the future.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
And tell us in the comments, what is your clear English goal? We would love to read it.
Thank you so much for listening with us.
See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.